let's see if this actually works out today. Ooh, that don't look right at all. Well, that still exists. So what's your problem thing? I mean, it's right there. I don't see what the problem is. Guess we might just have to do full screen cap. Guess we'll just have to work with this for now. Hey, Interceptor. Just trying to figure out some capture issues. Is the in-game audio coming through today? Okay, cool. Oh, let's see. If I recall correctly, bandits were attacking the town. We needed to go get a weapon and maybe tell some people about it.
What's the matter, Dawnstar? Are you scared that Master Li might find out?
There is talk of approaching bandits, and you bother me with unsubtle advances. How very like you, Gao. No doubt a tactic learned from your criminal father.
His name is Gao the Greater, and he built a fortune out of some ragged thieves and slave traders. If my charm can't lift your spirit, I'll buy the ground from under you.
Flaunting your father's undeserved wealth does not impress me, Gao. It only serves to push me further away.
Hello, Dawnstar. I certainly hope I am interrupting.
You step beyond your station. She and I are discussing her future.
Thank you, Gao, but I'll pick my own poison. Now leave, and if you'd be so kind, stay downwind.
I won't forget this, Dawnstar. You show great disrespect. You as well. You will not take all the glory if there is an attack. We are not through.
He is Gao the Lesser in all respects. I thought Master Li allowed him to stay so that the influence of the father could be countered, but Gao never learns. He acts like he's above Master Li's teachings. Such are the conceits of wealth, I suppose. I appreciate that you arrived when you did.
Yeah, capitalism blows. You know about the bandits? Master Li said to get a weapon from Gu Jin.
Yes, he said you were coming. He just passed here with Si Pat on his way to help Kia Min. It's strange that simple bandits would launch such a raid. Master Li was concerned that this would interrupt your training. His respect for your potential is just so absolute. Has he told you any more about your future?
Not specifically. What do you know about it?
Only what Master Li has told you in the past. You are meant for great things, but you must discover them yourself. It must be so frustrating, but exciting as well.
He has told you similar things. You have talents too.
It is not the same. You are filled with the promise of great things, even if they are unknown. My skills will always be darker. I can see into the spiritual, an ability that grants some insight, but it doesn't seem to be useful for anything other than keeping me awake at night. I helped Master Li discover the unrest that shapes your future, but I see only problems, while you are destined to find solutions. I envy you for that.
Please don't put me on a pedestal. I'd rather stand beside my friends.
I'm glad. You have always kept your feet on the ground. What does Master Li say? That you should keep the basics close to heart? Let's go get your weapon from Gujin's workshop. It shouldn't be too hard to fend off simple bandits. They're foolish to attempt such an attack.
Could I ask a few more questions?
Of course. I can speak now or during our walk. Master Li suggested that I accompany you, in case you require assistance.
How did you help Master Li find out about the Restless Dead?
I don't want to think about it too much. Manipulating Qi has not come as naturally to me as it has to you. The things I do are different. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Li was surprised, but he has not had time to look into it further. Your training is his primary interest. Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night. Could we go on to something else?
What do you know about the spirit world?
We are all spiritual creatures. When we die, our spirits are released to find their way to the underworld. The journey eases the transition from life to death. If their time among the living was troubled or painful, spirits sometimes get lost. They can seem almost alive and are often mistaken for living creatures. They usually only appear for a short time. They say what they need to say and then are drawn to the underworld.
What makes them so threatening?
If a person's life was very traumatic, his or her spirit can lose its way for a long time. They can go mad trapped in the world of the living. Maddened spirits change. They lose their connection to the living world and begin to channel darker emotions. They can be very dangerous. I've only seen hints of those. It's been enough. I'm very worried about what may be coming.
What happens to them in the underworld?
I don't know. That's the kind of thing old men sit on mountains to discover. Some say it is a place of judgment. Maybe it's about reincarnation. You'd think we could just ask the spirits themselves, but if we can't really understand our own answers, how can we hope to fathom theirs?
Where can I find Guja?
His workshop is in the center of the village by the gate, up the stairs from the square. It's the largest and most permanent building. You must be tired if you're asking me about that. You've talked to him many times.
Yes, it was a joke.
We should get our weapons as quickly as we can. I am honored that Master Li feels I am worthy of standing beside you.
Support abilities, you say? Oh, I mean, I am big, tanky muscle man, so let's switch her over to support. Are you being quiet because of the making of the lunch or the consuming of the lunch? Because personally, I'm loud as I please when I'm making food, but when I'm eating it, it's a different matter.
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it, let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it.
Oh no! The bandits don't even have weapons.
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Gujin will be in his shop north of the main stairs.
It's so... Why would bandits come here to Two Rivers?
Duh.
I'm so shocked, I don't know what to say. You have to keep us safe.
Clearly we're juicy
no.
pickles. I'm not entirely understanding these stars on the mini-map. Like, I'm standing right on this thing, and I don't see anything special here. Well, what is this supposed to be? Some kind of merchant? There's like money here. Well, that goes to the beach. I suppose this is probably closed during the attack. Might be a vendor once this is over.
What was that noise from the town square? Are people fighting?
I don't know. Let's find out.
This building is Gujin's place. As soon as we can, we should see him to arm ourselves.
Well, that's convenient. Gujin!
Ujuir Shatir Uksayanan. Sawani Karpa.
You're not speaking English, so I assume you're supposed to be Mongol or
Hello,
something.
Weapon Master Gujin. Good day to you.
Swowo here Ufir wa Kwanpak.
Why do you insist on speaking like that, Gujin?
Wotarawir Fuir Hayir Chiki. Ukayir Otonoai Nisun Puno Asir Tsunkut. If you'd prefer, I don't need to use Thofan. Now, what brings you here?
I need a gun.
Already? I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a surprise when they get here. Well, no time to waste. Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
You know, you came here with Master Li as just a babe. I came not long after, and I've been holding on to a weapon for you ever since. Well, two, actually. But you need to choose which one you'll take. Master Li wants you to stay focused on your first weapon.
Give me the gun. Is there anything special about these weapons?
Anything? Everything. I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of two legendary weapons. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star. They say this blade was created in the forge of Smiling Fortune, blacksmith to the gods. Crafted for his son, this blade eventually found its way into the hands of men. How your master found it, I cannot say, but this ancient longsword is yours, if you wish it.
What about the
The
staff?
Golden Star was forged as a gift to a water spirit of the Silkworm River. A young noble convinced the Great Eastern Serpent to fly him to the stars, where he dipped this staff in the tail of a comet. It could be pure fantasy, but the staff certainly isn't. It's strong and has an excellent reach. Your foes will tremble if they see you wielding it.
Yeah, give me the
Your
stick.
weapon is well deserved, and you'll need it with these bandits so close. If you decide you truly don't like it, however, you can come see me after the bandits are dealt with.
Is that like Son Goku's weapon? Anything
One
else?
more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield them safely, you must focus with each strike. Master Li
okay.
has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon. And the drain won't be crippling, but you will get tired over time.
I should go to see to
That
the
you should.
townsfolk.
Those people will be looking to you for leadership until Master Li gets back. I know you'll do well.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town.
How many are there?
I don't know, but their ship is large. There could be many of them. You have to help, senior student.
Does Master Li know they're already here?
Master Li hasn't returned yet with Kia Min. I'm sure he will be back before long, but we must depend on you until he returns.
Come with me and we'll teach these bandits a lesson.
If you think that is wise, I will come and do what I can.
I'm sorry, my friend, but Student CPAT isn't ready to face real combat. He has only just arrived. He has a big heart, but that is not enough for bandits.
Nonsense, we need a meat shield.
Go to the school. Seal the gates. We will deal with this.
Yes, Dawnstar, I'll go now. Those gates will stay closed on my watch. You can count on it.
How dare you
Well,
countermand me?
Go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons they're dying to try out, I'm sure.
Oh, powerful weapons require intense concentration to wield properly. The fatigue from their use will drain your focus, which is measured in the yellow bar on the upper left. Alright, so how does equipping these things go? Oh, it's just a style, so I should be able to just switch that on the fly with the D-pad. I suppose I should stay on it for now. They'll probably want to tutorialize me on it.
Bandits, huh? I see a lot of them. I'd better let someone else have some fun for a change. Can't abandon the gate. You never know if they're gonna sneak around.
Everyone is needed. Get ready to fight.
No, please. I can't fight. I just didn't want to be a rock picker in my grandfather's field. Guarding the gate looked easy. I never thought bandits would actually come. Please don't let them get me. Don't let them.
Oh, that's nice. Spirit font. Chi and health, but not focus, which is the one thing I actually needed. Hello, pigs. Ooh, money. Why it was in a bamboo cask? I do not know. That, I didn't even mean to kick that last guy.
White demon.
Not sure which buttons are 3 and 4.
Get your tongue, old man. This village is ours.
Oh no, I got my butt whooped. Yeah, I don't need to change the combat difficulty so much as I just need to actually figure out what the damn controls are.
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you.
Select use button 3 and 4 for an area attack. Great. Which ones are 3 and 4?
I can't believe they've moved so quickly. We need your weapon. Gujin will be in his shop north of the main stairs. This building is Gujin's place. As soon as we can.
Who you here?
Hello.
Oh.
Blah 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 blah. let's see. Can I figure out which buttons are 3 and 4? I wonder to myself. Maps. Let's see. Controller. Okay, button 3 is light attack. Button 4 is strong. Oh, well, I thought I did that, and it did not appear to do anything useful at the time.
White demon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was real useful. Thanks for telling me about that one, fellas.
Someone! They are all on the beach! Bandit! Hold your tongue!
Okay, better.
I can hear fighting to the east. We have to push these bandits back off the beach.
Do a little chi healing.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Of course. Wow. Awesome.
Cannon fire, look out!
My strength will be victorious.
So I've got target switching set to stick clicks. Because before it was set to like start and select and some nonsense like that. Controls are a little sluggish, which I suppose is probably not all that surprising given the age of the game. Oh boy. Gotta not mash. Animation canceling, not a thing.
You are weak.
Look at this guy doing a 3-string into a dodge. Breaking my block like it's a thing to do.
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A
most
further
of the,
test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
Oh good. Ghosts. Stop necromancering.
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it. I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
With these hard cuts.
You!
Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success.
It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready.
Master, you just straight up utilized homicide on that guy.
Do not be so quick to thank me. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain to the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
So was this... I feel like this was BioWare's first foray into trying, like, an action game. You know, they'd done real-time with pause before, obviously, and they've done turn-based, but, I don't know if they had ever done action before this. Level up. Well, let's see. I mean, I don't really have any chi attacks yet. Body is already high because of what I started with. I don't know if I'm gonna have the wherewithal to utilize a lot of focus, but like magic is cool, so maybe we'll buff magic and body. Oh, white demon. Damage increase, chi damage, speed increase. As All damage up 25%. Chi damage. Conform advanced chi strikes in this style. These consume more chi but do more damage. Press the 6 button key to enter chi strike mode. That is a shoulder button, I'm pretty sure. I think that's going to be my right bumper from what I have things set to. And then speed increase. Basic attack speed up by 5%. Speed is always good, but only 5%? 10, 15, 20, 25. Boy, I don't know. That's pretty low for increases. Damage up. More damage. Say yes to damage. Well, I guess we can buff speed up by 10%. Yes, I did entirely focus on my one style.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me.
Yeah, raw damage percentage increases is usually the best thing that you can do. Do you want to talk about the attack?
I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Li called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else.
Getting a bad case of the shifty eyes there, Dawnstar. Seems like a weird time to ask about her name. Where did you live before you came to the school?
Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have very little memory of my home before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I arrived. I remember moving around a lot, never staying anywhere for long, and for some reason, the robes of that sorcerer looked familiar to me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks. With glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts, I could have seen them anywhere.
Uh-oh, she comes from the evil people. This seems almost rude, but I'm gonna do it. Does your ability have any practical use?
Like revealing the names of killers or locations of lost family treasures? I wish it was so easy to measure. The spirits I see tend to wander without purpose. It's like a reflection of my own life. I was brought to Master Li by an ally of his who received me from yet another person, a guardian who said he couldn't ensure my safety. Master Li doesn't know who that guardian was or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just be.
Oh boy. I mean, she's pretty and all, but like, do we really want to be flirty? I feel more stoic, but I don't know. Do you guys want to see a romance in your playthrough? You get enough romance at home, do you? That's what I like to hear. It is troubling to not know your past.
Yes, I suppose you know something about that as well. I hope this does not sound odd, but I am glad we share that. Thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but you always improve my mood. Let's get back to what you need to do.
I can just imagine date night in the Punch household. Like, honey, look at this new rifle bolt I got.
Then we should return to Master Li so he can talk to you about this attack.
I'm so glad you and Master Li arrived when you did. My father ran to the school gate to find students to help. Did he make it?
I mean, I'm not sure who your dad is, but I saw like 3 people get mangled by a cannonball.
He didn't make it? No. Please, no. This town was his home. He shouldn't have died like this. Hopefully Master Li can give this some meaning. A sorcerer here.
Wonakapir Sariawaf, van Sierra Suorufus, Isinosaurus Usuno. Taui ir Kuana ir Sunir Ibuki. Nararo, na pirapirni, Niktakatashi. Unikasurir Kwana no Kuni Ugnawata ir Niknipier.
So, I guess you're a stonemason? Or a carver? Might I ask some questions? Heck, at any of our ages, we could drop at the shot of a cannon. Well, since you're so hot for the Emperor, let's talk about him.
Well,
is the Emperor neglecting the borderlands? And what are your thoughts on Two Rivers? Who are the important citizens? Okay, you are a cranky old goat, and not the kind that I like. So I'm done with you. Like, there is a certain kind of cantankerous old man
You're
that
a friend
I
of
really like.
Dawnstar, right? I'm looking for her.
Yeah, Dawnstar's right here, lady.
Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Remember Zhong Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child.
Just walk away. Let her seek your help of her own accord.
She wouldn't. She would rather blame herself than seek solace. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right. Master Li will be waiting.
Yeah, so like one of my supervisors at the grocery store is this 74-year-old dude who used to like work in the feed industry, and he is exactly my kind of cantankerous old man, because he just doesn't put up with
we have Master Li here.
corporate crap. Like
Don't forget his senior student. They say he's the one who dealt with many of the bandits.
He'll get into it with the bosses and whatnot.
Which one do you mean?
It's great.
Surely not
I
that
love it.
arrogant gal boy.
Oh, heavens, no. No, he's the tall one with those rippling muscles and that long tail in his hair. Hard to miss, that's for sure.
Wow, okay. Why is everybody in this game horny? I thought China was a little more, I don't know, reserved than that.
I knew you would not let those bandits overrun the village. I hope I equal your skill someday. Master Li was looking to speak with you, wasn't he? After he left me here, he went back to his house in the center of the school, if you're looking for him.
Who was that man leading the bandits? He was really scary.
Creepy Mortal Kombat characters. The inner self. The great wheel of life turns eternal, bringing one through life into death, then back again into life. Though the new life is always different, the core essence, the spirit of a person remains the same. This spirit, breathed into each person, is eternal. To achieve harmony with the universe, one must perfect their harmony with the spirit. Indeed, the spirit in each individual is a reflection of that greater universe. It is a reflection of the wheel of life and the great dragon that created it. But who created the great dragon? Everybody good? Jane Little,
Glad to
what's
see
up?
you're still well. By most reports, you faced down many of those bandits yourself. Impressive, senior student.
They were unskilled and easily beat.
That's the difference a lifetime of practice will make. I'm sure their survivors learned a lesson. To hear Gao's side, he pushed back the bandits, but I know you dealt with the greater share of them. Of course, it was best that our master was there to deal with that sorcerer. The stories about their confrontation spread quicker than a plane's fire.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize.
Did he say how you could earn this reward?
Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Li has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs.
Oh, not that miserable twat. Do you remember if the herb grows around here?
I don't think it's a common plant, no. The only person I can think of who might know for sure would be Old Ming.
I really don't want to talk to him.
I'm not sure, but if you had to buy it, I'd happily pay you back for the trouble you went through. This wound will heal in time regardless, but I wouldn't complain if it knitted faster. All the quicker to return to my training. I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming. If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training.
I do not care for this side quest that you have given me.
Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
I hope you were not injured in the bandit attack. You fought bravely from what I hear.
Yeah, they killed me one time, but it's nothing that loading couldn't fix.
To hear Gao tell it, he single-handedly beat back the bandits. But I know you did the lion's share. Too bad I was stuck up here minding the younger students. It would have been great to see Master Li deal with that sorcerer. We so rarely see our master's true abilities in action. What do you need from me?
Yeah, I think I'm
so
good.
soon? Oh well, back to my training.
How you doing, Smiling Mountain?
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected no less. Your skill is a match for any rough bandit. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good.
Spar?
Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out. It is a shame about Kia Min. She holds the record for the most opponents defeated in my little training challenge. No one can challenge her record while she is injured. I have a little something tucked away for anyone who can best Kia Min's feat. That includes you, of course, but any attempt will have to wait until she is healed.
Seems nonsensical.
You could match it, but with Kia Min injured, there aren't enough students free to beat it. You will have to wait until she is healed to challenge the record.
Oh, so literally have to fight everyone enrolled in the school.
Goodbye.
Gao, you piece of crap.
Well, it seems you have everyone on your side again. Hero of the village as well as the school.
It is a well-earned accolade. We should all be proud.
I'm not sure why. Such vermin are barely a threat. I beat a couple of those fools as well, just not the swarm on the beach.
Yeah, let's not taunt him. They were a threat to the villagers. I was happy to help.
So you are at their beck and call? A service animal for those too weak to protect themselves. That's an endless, foolish road to go down. There are always victims, always weaklings. You could live 1,000 lives and still someone would be begging for your help.
Oh, boy, he's pushing it. Though I don't particularly care for this philosophy either. Like, don't help people just because you're gonna get something from it later on. So, let's have it go at him. This from someone nobody wants help from. You are barely welcome here at all.
Why should I care? I have little interest in the other students here, and even less for the mud farmers outside. I am here to train, nothing more. You'll soon see what I am capable of. I will make sure of it. I'm done with you. Go talk to your precious master. Training will not resume until he has met with you.
I mean, it's not very Taoist or Buddhist particularly, though. It's more of a secular governmental thing. Now I'm thinking philosophy. This is gonna take a second. There's the aspects of just investing into the universe in general, like, very karma-ish, if you will. Without necessarily specifically being karma, but like the, everything in the universe is one, and so benefiting the universe is just naturally a good idea, as it were. Rather than specifically attempting to get something back for yourself in the future, just merely the act of improving things is sort of its own reward, because everything just naturally gets better, and that does ultimately benefit you. But like the idea of stocking up favors is not necessarily what we're going for. There is a cultural sense of duty, yeah. That certainly is a thing. With martial artists, more specifically, there is a couple of... And they did actually get into this when they were kind of talking about their dark side, light side equivalents, where, like, there is the concept of, like, taking benevolent actions, But there is also this notion of allowing people to fend for themselves so that they can become stronger on their own. It's very much a God helps those who helps themselves kind of concept. It's like, honestly, my my roommate is a big fan of that. He studied some Eagle Claw Kung Fu and Taekwondo back in the day, and continues to practice on his own and with me, because I'm a jiu-jitsu fighter on occasion. And he is very much into the people should become stronger, and it's good to protect the weak, but, like, you should also give people the opportunity to improve themselves when viable. Oh, you know what? I am going to go grab myself a drink while everyone ponders on these philosophies. Be back 2 ticks. Have we had sufficient time to ponder? Cannoli. Italian all of a sudden?
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved. It means, however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Gao, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling him, you would have many promising students instead of one.
Oh, I really want to just continue to lay into this guy, but it's not very dignified. No one is denying your skill, Gao.
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too. If he is truly better than me, let him prove it. I challenge him.
If that is what you wish, I will accept.
I will not have you brawling in the street. If this must happen, it will happen in the ring, as a proper test of your abilities.
Well,
Gao,
I didn't say we were going to take it
styles that I have
outside.
taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
Hobbled before I begin. Of course. How else would your precious protege win?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably. Consider your attacks carefully. Prepare yourself and return when you are ready.
Oh, I want to ask about this cave and the bandit leader.
I will explain what I can after we have dealt with Gao's interruption. I don't want to confuse matters. Trust that I am right.
I will return once I've saved my game, Master.
Remember the basics. They will serve you well. Gao awaits your signal to start the challenge, my student.
I am ready now.
Then let the fighters meet in the arena. Fighters, are you ready? This challenge will continue until one of you is incapacitated. This is not a practice bout. Injury is a possibility.
A possibility? I think it is more than likely.
Master, are you certain this is appropriate?
They have a dispute, and this is the only way to settle it with certainty. It will be an honorable contest. I have restricted Gao from using his father's sorcery.
I said you would regret getting in my way.
Fighters, begin!
White Demon!
Whooped.
It is done. The challenge has concluded and the winner is clear.
No! I'm not finished!
Gao, I have made enough concessions to you today. I thought I could guide you away from your corrupted path, but you are too much the son of Gao the Greater. You are no longer welcome among my students, and your father's house shall have no more business here, despite his influence.
I was not beaten! Not by this peasant!
You were defeated by your own foolish ambition and predictable temper. I will speak with you in my chambers about your expulsion. Go now. Everyone, this challenge is concluded. I'm sure the victor would appreciate your congratulations. They are well earned. Enjoy the words of your fellows. I will wait in the main hall, where we will discuss the spirit cave. Be certain you are ready when you come to me. Your life is about to change.
Master, we should not let that man live.
That was exciting. I'm glad you are safe. I knew you would be. Your skill is unmatched. Even Gao had to see that. I suppose that's what set him off. I hope he isn't allowed to stay. Punishment just makes him worse. Master Li has bent like a willow to accommodate him and his sorcerer's father.
I have not watched Yu Yu Hakusho in forever. Master Li does a lot of confusing things.
Yes, he does. I didn't want to say, but, well, I guess that's why we aren't the master and he is. He must be thinking of bigger things. It scares me sometimes, all this talk of troubled spirits. I didn't ask to be a part of it. As much as you want to know more, I doubt you had a say in your fate either. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a happy time. You've proven your ability and Master Li is waiting for you. You should go to him.
Where did Gao learn that style? Surely Master Li didn't teach it to him.
Everyone is talking about your victory. Well, that and ghost stories.
Gao was a fool to cheat. Our teacher is a kind man, but he is not soft and doesn't tolerate that kind of thing. You'll face worse things than Gao in the cavern if what I've heard is right. I hope you're ready. What do you need from me?
Do you know anything about the cavern beneath the school?
No one really knows anything about that cavern, except that Master Li has strictly forbidden us to go in there. He has always said that it is a place of final testing. I hear whispered rumors that there's something horrible down there.
Black
I even
mold.
asked around town, and there's old stories of masters before ours sending students into that cavern, and the students never finding their way out.
Where did you learn about the cavern?
This is all rumor, mostly gossip from the people in Two Rivers. As I said, no one really knows what's down there. Well, no one but you, once you tell Master Li you're ready.
Do you know what this horrible thing is supposed to be?
I don't have a clue, but I don't envy you having to go down there. Then again, you are the strongest of us, as we're so often reminded, so you'll be fine. Leaving so soon? Oh well, back to my training.
This day has been full for you, and you still have the cavern to face. If you listen to Lin parroting the villagers' stories, that place has a dark past, but I'm sure Master Li wouldn't send you into unreasonable danger. What can I do for you?
Yes, just perfectly reasonable quantities of danger.
I haven't talked to many of the newer students. The only one I have strong opinions about is Gao. He and I have sparred many times. He's come dangerously close to injuring me, and I've seen his aggression hurt others. I've expressed my concerns to Smiling Mountain, and he wisely advises me to focus on myself. If I let my anger get the better of me, I'm no better than Gao. Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
Ah, there you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students? I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready.
Oh, I guess I should go talk to Ming.
Then leave me to deal with Gao, and return when you are ready.
Did that just say that weapon styles can't damage spirits?
Everyone was so scared, and I still am. That sorcerer seemed far too interested in you and Master Li.
Alright, you old curmudgeon.
No will na no ba yesu. Isana yoyo. Ko nir fuk no song could na no one a napir. Ikirnik tine piru. O iferek uk son puno. Sair, iwinikawair. Usoir wunyo.
One of the students was wounded during the bandit attack.
Tawi ir kawana ir sonir iboki.
Oh, you were just a joy to talk to.
Uno will na no ba irsu. Isana yoyo, ko nirfuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Niato no napadi irovir, ko ni uk nawata ir.
What's the difference between the two?
Irkana, unikasurir kwana no kasa iriro. Tasir sir tintu, funye wowosi ye wo tahufu. Ipanar nuku iwa ir, nikasanarir, iruro ninua sa irkana.
And where is Fendo?
Tofuia tawita ir ukarashita wewo.
Thank you.
Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siri panoneniko.
Maybe you're not all bad.
Niato no napadi irovir, kuni uknawata ir. Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siri panoneniko.
You know what? I'm gonna ask him about the past.
Uno will na no ba irsu. Isana yoyo, ko nirfuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Wasoki pawir ukarasoiro.
Ah. Not that useful. Fendo.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Li. They were fools to even come here. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their plunder. Well, that's another opportunity lost.
I mean, it's right on the beach. I'm sure you could recover
it's vital
something.
for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. Things haven't been this slow since the long drought. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks.
There's no trade to be found in stability?
I get by. I suppose I shouldn't wish for strife lest it come knocking on my door. Besides, the bandits didn't do as much to bring people to the store as I hoped. So maybe stability is underrated.
You don't like Master Li's leadership?
I can't say that. He's a wise man who sees to the heart of things. If I were to complain about anything, it's how few students he attracts. A skilled master could bring a lot of people into this town, but he is very selective about who comes. That's his business, I'm sure, but it affects my business as well.
Let's talk about what you can do for me.
Happily. We don't need to waste time on my gripes when there's silver to be spent.
I'm looking for ingredients for a medicinal poultice.
Oh yes, I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of... No, to make a difference, that's it. Anyway, I've checked my stocks and I only have enough ingredients to make 1 dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the sting away.
Old Ming suggested red silk grass to cure her wound.
Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Yes, I suppose red silkgrass might be just the thing for a wound. I could add it to the poultice. Expensive stuff, that. Very pricey. Hard to acquire, too. Would certainly help her wound, but I know something just as good. Get her some bearded tongue grass and she'll feel better. It won't hasten the healing any, so she'll have to take it easy, but it will deaden the pain.
I'll take the red silk grass. I want her to be able to fight safely.
If you think you can justify such opulence to heal something that time would take care of, who am I to argue? I'll just need your payment to prepare the poultice.
Do I have 50 silver? Surely you're not going to charge full price for a humanitarian cause.
Business has been slow. What am I supposed to do? Starve?
That girl's wound warned us of the bandits. You would dismiss that out of hand?
You're right. That wouldn't be just given the circumstances. As much as I hate to do it, I can knock a few silvers off the price for you.
I still don't think I have 40
Fair
silver.
enough. To be sure you aren't choosing the wrong grass, I'll go over this again with you if you change your mind. Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
I don't think beer would be any more useful than the bearded tongue grass that they were mentioning. Let's see. Where do I see my cash stocks? Oh, I do have... Boy, where did I get all that money from? I remember finding 5 silver in a cask. I do not remember finding another 412 silver anywhere. Must have been picking things up as I beat up bandits, I guess.
A potential customer is a welcome customer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's, talk about that poultice. Here's your 40.
Excellent choice. I'll mix the salve for you. There you go. Her pain will fade quickly and the binding effects of red silkgrass will make sure she can fight again, if she wants to. Your generosity is extreme, but who am I to complain? Enjoy, and I hope it makes your friend better quickly.
Indeed. Tell me about yourself, Fendo.
Well, there isn't much to tell. I'm just a simple merchant trying to ply his trade in a town that resists spending money. One day the gods will recognize my suffering and elevate me to their ranks. If you wish, what do you want to know?
What do you got for
I
sale?
have nothing at the moment. I can't keep my stock up. People are scared to travel, which prevents goods from getting here. I must apologize. If you wish, what do you want to know?
Tell me about the Jade Empire.
I've never set my eyes beyond the horizon you can see from here. There must be someone else you could ask.
Wow. A merchant who has never traveled. That's... How do you even pull that off? Well, tell me about the long drought.
I grew up during the worst of it, but I don't remember much. Just the joy when the Emperor put an end to it. Two Rivers was almost deserted by that time, but Master Li arrived soon after, and we've had peace ever since.
How was the drought stopped?
I don't know. That's why the Emperor is the Emperor, and I'm content to be here. I don't need to worry about it.
What do you know of the spirit world?
I send my thanks to the Spirit for successful journeys just like everyone else. I don't have any special insight. Why not ask your friend there? Dawn Star knows more about the spirit realm than anyone, it seems. She's been a great help from time to time.
I do what I can to help, good merchant. That's all any of us can do.
Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
Poultice acquired. Key 'em in, where you at?
This has been a busy day for us all. Is there something you need?
There's something you need.
The sun breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this. Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver. Let me repay you. What did it cost?
I mean, I don't mind things being equitable. I persuaded Fendo to reduce the price from 50 silver.
However did you manage that? Must have been quite a feat. Why don't I give you the real value of the ingredients for your hard work? Given how quickly I could feel an effect, this cure was worth it. Here, take this with my thanks. If you're interested in trying to set a new record for Smiling Mountain's special prize, whatever it is, then I'll be ready.
Maybe we should wait more than 30 seconds before you get back to sparring.
Goodbye.
I have zero confidence that the school will actually still even be here when I come out of the spirit cave, though, so let's go ahead and do it now. Oh, are you two talking about something?
Gao was a fool for challenging you. Oh, he's good, but you've always been stronger. He just wouldn't admit it to himself. Thing is, your prize is going into the cavern beneath the school. To hear Lin tell it, that place is going to challenge even you.
What do you know about the cavern?
Next to nothing. I know Master Li forbids us to go in there until our final test, but that's about the only fact I have. I hate repeating stories that aren't my own. Lin has no such qualms, so go ask her about the cavern.
So you have a bad memory. Understood.
Gao's actions were foolish. He knew he could not beat you fairly, and so he chose to catch you by surprise. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good.
What kind of items and additional training do you
yes,
sell?
training. For some time now, the lesson...
Yeah, we've heard this before, but let's see. Show me what
Let's
you have.
see what you can...
Yeah, 400. Well, I can afford one of these now. And I am tempted to get Belly of Iron. Let's do it. Boost those hit points. Tank, 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 tank.
What can I do for you? I am here to serve and train. I can arrange for a little sparring. Are there any special conditions you would like to introduce? I know you prefer a challenge.
Let's just go straight after Kiamin's record.
Kiamin says that she is feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. I believe she will provide a fine challenge for you. If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good fortunes.
Oh, jeez, okay. Not wasting time here. Well, that wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be.
As promised, here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kia-min is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well, despite her earlier injury. Is there anything else you wish at the moment?
Turns out, boosting my attack power by 75% was probably a good move.
Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
Alloyed body. What is this? Yeah, boy, I've not fully figured out these menus yet. These styles, skills, techniques, statistics. Here we go. Techniques. So there's Belly of Iron that we just bought. Alloyed Body. Ooh, health +5, focus +5. Excellent. Even more hit points. Tank, 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 tank. This must be our light side, dark side scale. You know what, let's lock in another save, because I am a fan of save scumming. I'm also a fan of not losing progress.
There you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students? I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready.
Yes, Master. I am ready.
Wait outside, Gao. I will finish with you later. Now, my student, there are many things ahead that you must discover about yourself. I trust you know the importance of your destiny.
Does it have something to do with the bandit assassin?
You are an orphan, but you were not abandoned. You were rescued from the Temple of Dirge in the land of howling spirits. You were orphaned by violent action. I take responsibility for it. You see, I used to be more than a humble teacher. To learn of yourself, you must learn more of me. I was once leader of the Imperial Army. I was known as Sun Li, the glorious strategist. I am the brother of Emperor Sun Hai.
Master, you've never said anything about this.
I will tell you more, but first, we have an uninvited visitor. Gao never could keep his ears to himself, especially when angry. So predictable. He's heard as much as I wanted him to. Perhaps it will give him a little perspective. He should respect even the most humble person, because who knows what lies within? That includes you and me both.
Why hide that you are the Emperor's brother?
I was ashamed. He seized your homeland during the long drought. It was an aggressive change in the Empire that would soon bring Death's Hand to power. I withdrew my support and tried to rally your people against the siege I had helped plan. A doomed effort. Many died on both sides. Sun Qin, another brother, also fell. Listen, I will tell you how you came into my care.
Come with me. No, this is my fight. Go!
The unearthly wailing is how you know your porthole to hell is working.
Were killed. I am haunted by it, and now the world may join me. The assassin on the beach was a Lotus assassin, a minion of Death's Hand. More will come.
Who is this Death's Hand?
He is the right hand of the Emperor, and rules the Lotus Assassins in place of Prince Sun Qin, who was killed at Dirge, a death he may have orchestrated. He shows no hesitation, and gave no thought to the lives of those we faced. His influence poisons the Emperor. I have no doubt he is utterly evil. I have never faced him, but I know of no one living who has. A dark energy sustains him. That is the armor of a man who has no remorse, no pity.
Can you tell me anything about my people?
Most in the Empire know nothing of the land of howling spirits. I found its people to be honorable, but I can't tell you more than that. There was no time to learn more.
How many brothers are in the Emperor's family?
There were 3. Emperor Sun Hai, Prince Sun Qin, the Hand of Heaven, and myself, Sun Li, the glorious strategist. Age decided our place in the order of things. Sun Hai was the eldest and therefore emperor. I was next and was head of the army. Sun Qin was the youngest and leader of the monastic order.
When you say the world may join you in being haunted, what do you mean?
Your people were guardians, but we did not have a clear idea of what. It is tied to your destiny. I will explain if you want me to move on.
Do so.
You were meant for something important, but because of my actions it was denied you. Stories about ghosts, the assassin on the beach, you are tied to this. Our dead no longer drift to the underworld. They wander, lost, going mad. In time they may overwhelm the living. It began when your people were destroyed.
Why haven't I witnessed this?
We are on the edge of the Empire, and not all spirits make their presence known. We are not immune, but I kept you isolated. This information could endanger you. The first assassin found us by accident. The next attack may not be so unfocused. To fix the world, you may threaten the power of some dangerous people. The Spirit Cave will make things as clear as they can be. Only you are meant to understand what is within. You will see the corruption of the spirit realm for yourself.
Why is it part of the school?
It was partly the strange skills of Dawnstar that showed me to the corruption, and partly something that belongs to you. You'll understand when you enter.
Does this tunnel lead to the cave somehow? The entrance couldn't be here, could it?
It is here, in my home. I kept it hidden by never acknowledging its importance. It is not hard to hide something. You need only master keeping the secret.
Is it safe?
No, but few places truly are. This has been a lot to comprehend, so take your time. There are instructions inside, and something that belongs to you, an amulet. When you emerge, you will know more about yourself and your destiny than I can explain, and you will better know your enemy.
Oh good. Dank caves. I love it. Why is it that all caves have just a little water dripping sound?
Spirits go mad if denied passage to the underworld. They are strong, but you can fight them. You can't kill the dead, but in defeat they are disrupted and can't reform for a time. You are tied to the reason why spirits wander. Many appeared after your people fell, and some are held in this cave. They are drawn to your amulet. It is ahead, waiting for you. Be careful. It is desired by many seeking power beyond the mortal realm. I make no apology for these trials, my student. You will come to see how necessary they are.
Jeez. Could have warned me that you loaded dynamite into the gate. I'm not sure exactly how entire caves are formed. I know stalactites are formed from sediment getting left behind in trails from water dropping. I'm not a geologist, though. I don't understand all these tectonic movements and water erosion, wind erosion, burrowing animals, and everything else. This pillar of stone contains some sort of metallic object within it. Carved into its crystalline surface is an inscription.
The dragon amulet was with you in Dirge. I understand what it does, but you are the one meant to be trained in its use. I am sorry that my actions denied you this. Essence gems are used by healers and upstart sorcerers and are common enough to be wasted on ornamentation. But with this amulet, you can tap their true potential.
Jeez, you loaded dynamite into this too? Prick. The Dragon Amulet is your birthright and a tool for focusing your spiritual power. As you travel the Jade Empire, you will find gems that enhance your abilities. Place these gems in the sockets of the Dragon Amulet to gain access to their power. Flawed Warrior Gem. Body +1. Is that how materia works? I'm not a Final Fantasy guy. Which is to say, I've beaten 1, 3, and 4. But I'm still not a Final Fantasy guy.
Your people were adept at using essence gems. I kept it from you because power is a beacon. The forces behind the restless dead will take an interest in you. Even mindless spirits may be drawn to you, just as they were confined here. In achieving your true power, you become a target that many will not be able to resist.
White demon!
You keep saying white demon when we start combat, presumably because that's the style I'm in. But I think that I think that he's talking about like Caucasian people, because you know, white devil, like in Mandarin it's Yangguizi, but it's white devil. So he's like white demon, and I'm like, it's there white people here? What's going on? And I mean, I've been putting gems into sockets since Diablo 2, I think. It's probably the first game that I encountered that did that. You couldn't just look inside, we just had to kick it. Can I kick this one? I want to kick this one. It's all like shiny. The writing on this clay tablet is strangely illegible. Rather than just being poorly inscribed, it seems to change as you try to read it. Notice that the amulet you found in this room has started to glow dimly. There must be orcs around. Hold up the amulet. The amulet glows brighter, and suddenly the inscription on the clay seal is clearly legible.
My student, I hope you realize your importance. The restless dead must be allowed to find their way to the underworld. All of us will suffer if things continue as they are. Seek the source of this problem and eradicate it. That is your purpose and burden. I hope that the basics I have taught you will aid you in setting everything right.
Good Lord. I need to take a step back from these things. Clay tablet like the others you previously encountered, the script is once again written in your master's hand.
Not all spirits succumb to bestial rage. A strong will can transcend death. These beings may have powers beyond any living foe, and intelligence to beguile and confuse. All will suffer if the dead remain this way. Soon you must leave Two Rivers. Seek the source of this problem, even if it leads to the heart of the Empire. I have old friends who may guide you, but I have old enemies too. The cave is secure. Meditate on what you see here. When you leave, all will be changed.
If that's composition frickin' C4 that he's using, he is really good with that stuff to not be blowing my nipples off.
Sa irat, we will kukupir fini si Takawo.
Yeah, well, you smell like a medicine cabinet, old dude.
Ukir wir, uktara no utak. No fantayera ukona ni pinatawa. Uwatawa ir fuir ono sa fakarhuru.
Back, ghost! I have been warned of your lies. Pah! Despite your words, you're as mindless as the other ghosts.
Sada tawa ia kawana ia sunir ipodoki. Wanawa fu kuno sukut nia awafawa ia sutok.
Ukirwir, Uktarano Utak, no Fantayana Ukona Nipinatawa, Uwatawa Irfuir, Ono Safakarhuru.
My style is superior!
Haha! Exorcism successful.
My power is stretched thin, bled away, and you are too small, too mortal to truly understand. But small things can move beneath the notice of others. Your master hopes that you will grow strong while he leads the predators away. His reasons are clouded, but you must find a way through the fog. You are the one who can hear, the one who can act. Search, but look also for yourself. You are a spirit monk, and you are the last.
What is this? Another trick of the dead?
I do not have the strength to answer. I am cut open, and the way to the underworld is shut. Spirits are lost with no shepherd, no guardians. You must restore us. The amulet is a focus. It will guide you. But when you know both sides of the Veil of Death, ability alone will save you. I have a moment of power, a window to grant knowledge of a primal energy. You must choose between ice and fire, and I will grant the skill to bring them to your hands.
If I choose one, am I prohibited from learning the other?
I have energy enough only to instill knowledge of one, not both. Knowledge of the other may come in time, but not today.
I will choose the ice.
Emotions burn, but the spirit can also turn cold and strike with grim resolve. Command this, and you chill the hearts of your enemies. Yours is the power of Ice Shard.
Is this the kind of style Master Li cautioned Gao against using?
There is no inherent villainy in any martial action, only in the hearts of those who wield them. If you rely too much on simple force, then you cannot act without it. I can do no more. I must fade. Pity those spirits that have grown twisted. You will come to know their pain when life leaves you. Pity the world if you fail, spirit monk, for you are the last.
Style Get Ice Shard. Can we read this? The Nature of the Spirit, Volume 1. Mankind has long known that we are not alone in this world. Descended from heaven, risen from the ground, present all around us are spirits. These beings often go unseen, but when they choose to interact with us, the effect is usually profound. What are these beings? Are they people who have died? Are they servants created at the beginning of the world by the great dragon? Are they something else entirely? Or are they all of the above? In my research, I have managed to find and communicate with a number of them. I contacted some through priests or relatives when it was a spirit returned from the dead, but other encounters were much stranger. Don't want to enter the portal yet. There's things in this room. Scholar's Gem of Forethought and a Book of Structured Body. Is that going to automatically take effect? I wonder. Okay, Scholar's Gem of Forethought. I have 3 slots and 2 gems, no reason not to slot it in. Mind +2, lesser chance of focus power-ups. Stats, reorder, let's see. That's assistance, that's styles. Yeah, Ice Shard has been added to the list. What do we got here? Techniques. Structured Body. Health +3, Intimidation +1. Intense training can result in more than a healthy physique. With an understanding of the body's subtleties, one also realizes that slight shifts of weight and changes of stance can give one's arguments more force. Jade Empire Bestiary Volume 3. To Kill a Spirit. A wise monk once asked, "How can you kill a thing that is already dead?" The answer is simple. You cannot. You can, however, disperse a spirit. This is not the same as killing, but it has a similar effect. It is important to remember that spirits are virtually immune to man-made weapons. You must confront spirits with martial, magic, or transformation styles. Never underestimate the strength of spirits. They may appear insubstantial, but they can still be deadly to the living. For some reason, these bones had money. Iron Palm, the Anvil. The player has found one of the 3 scrolls of the Iron Palm style. The scroll is part of a powerful technique. One of the 3 meditation doctrines required to understand the Iron Palm fighting style. The aspirant must possess and study all 3 before he or she can safely attempt to train in this demanding art. The body must become the anvil, the unyielding surface on which the style is shaped. Sweeping attacks and powerful charges impact so heavily it is like the meeting of hammer and steel, each blow conveying as much energy back to the aspirant. If the body can't withstand and redirect this energy, Iron Palm is potentially more damaging to the user than the target. Okay, now I think we've gotten everything.
What are you doing out here? You are supposed to be meditating on the amulet, and what you have learned for at least another day.
I didn't realize that there was a specific time that I was supposed to be doing things. You just kind of sent me in there. I had a vision. It was very sudden.
A vision? Oh, of course you did. A natural reaction to the great amount of information I have placed before you. It may have something to do with your amulet.
Now you're just pretending like you know what's going on.
Did you learn anything about the destiny that stretches before you, or what has led you this far?
I don't like the way he's acting. That hesitation. I am suspicious. Perhaps this is not Master. Let's get confrontational and see how he reacts. You have kept things from me. What is a spirit monk?
Be careful. I do not want you to be misled by sources I cannot anticipate. Your people had warriors by that name. I regret that my actions caused their downfall. 20 years ago, the Empire was mired in drought. Your people revered the water dragon, so their Temple of Dirge was the ideal place to ask the heavens for help. But the water dragon governed more than just moisture. The drought was part of the natural order, and not for mortals to alter. The spirit monks denied us access. The Emperor was incensed. He asked me to plan a display of power that would force their compliance. As our armies marched, I realized how wrong we were.
Did you try and stop your brother?
He could not be dissuaded. I fled with you as the rest of your people were killed. You must discover for yourself what being the last of your kind means. What else did this vision reveal? You are only to retrieve the amulet, learn to place gems in it, and meditate on your future. I don't want you to be distracted.
Master Li, there's still no sign of her.
What? What is it, Wu? I'm sorry, my mind was elsewhere.
Dawnstar, as I told you, Master. She went missing after Gao's men were discovered in the school. The state of her room suggests some sort of fight took place.
I see. She is not there.
No, Master Li. There's no sign of her.
I see. This may prove useful. Thank you, Jingwu. You may go. Your appearance put Gao's disgrace out of my mind, but it would seem that your early exit from the caves has come at just the right time.
What did you mean when you said this would be useful?
I didn't mean to appear callous. I'm sure Dawnstar is fine. What I meant was that this will serve as a final measure of your abilities. What better way to show mastery over your abilities than to turn them towards helping your fellow student? Seek her out. I doubt she is in the school, and someone would have seen her if she was in the village. You might want to try the surrounding marshland.
Oh. I have more questions.
Questions must wait. Time is critical. Take some silver. I asked Fendo and the others to stock essence gems in preparation for this day. Hopefully they have done so. You learned in the cave how single gems are viewed as trinkets and used by self-professed healers and would-be sorcerers, but you can unlock their full potential. Make sure you have everything you need when you leave to find Dawnstar. Do not cloud your mind with anything else. When you return, your course will be clear.
Oh, really? Well, this seems like a good place to stop for today. I'd keep going another couple hours, but I do have to work tonight, and I should probably try to get in yet another nap, as my sleep has been somewhat all over the place as of late. This whole getting used to the new job and then trying to do this streaming things, like I'm just like, sleeping at weird times. It's a personal problem. I do have to ask first though, how was lunch? Did you get your pastries? Did you send Punch out into the cold? entirely too kind to your slave labor. Oh, let's see. Save that, blah, blah, blah. So what's the big plans for this week? You guys doing Cartmas on Saturday, or? Yeah, alright. Is that... Ah, co-stream is out. I still need to check out the last co-stream. Or is this news to punch? I see the potential for a discussion needing to occur. Yay, I feel a divorce coming on. Oh, that's okay. Sometimes I wish I could forget more. Let's see. I will probably be able to... well, I guess is Cartmas, is that going to be a broadcasted thing, or are you clowns just going to fight amongst each other? Okay. I will probably be able to drop in and watch that and heckle you guys then. My own streaming, probably not going to see me again until next week. So I'm going to go visit some family over the next 3 days or so here. But I appreciate you coming out, as always. I enjoy giving you guys something to partially occupy your brains with during the day. Yes, salute. Alright, I'm heading out. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your stream, whatever it is, if it is. And we will talk to you again later.